restless dreams.
I don't know why,
I see that
but I
too.
just love it here.
Silent.
So peaceful. You know what I
You
heard?
promised you'd take
This
me there
whole
again
area
someday,
used to be a sacred place.
but you never
I
did.
think I can see why.
You made me happy.
When it comes to video game production, Akira Yamaoka has always had the foot up. He always releases top-notch, high-quality stuff. Akira Yamaoka is amazing. And with the rise of Silent Hill 2's remake, surging in a little bit of popularity, I decided to rank my favorite tracks from his original OST that was released back in 2001. Out of all 30 of the songs, I picked 5 of my favorites, and I just wanted to rank them real quick, just for the fuck of it, I love the whole album. Every song in the album could be worthy of being called a 10 out of 10 for me, because everything in said album fit the theme of the video game perfectly. For my first selection, I have to give it to Heaven's Night. Heaven's Night is amazing. It feels like you really reached the midpoint of the game. It gives you like a brief sensation of being able to relax and enjoy the theme. When I first walked into that bowling alley, nigga, it's just powerful on the ears, bro. Like, I can't even explain it. That sensation when I first got to that area, it just makes you feel like you accomplished some shit after fucking battling through hordes of enemies, and then you finally get that debrief moment. It feels fucking amazing. And then they have all the characters lined up, and you get to interact with everybody. You see Eddie's fat ass chowing on some pizza, and then you got me in the motherfucking strip club getting drinks and shit. For my next selection, I have Black Fairy. Black Fairy is one of my favorite songs in Silent Hill, just in general, and for the simple fact that it feels like you're in an all-white tunnel, but as you slowly progress towards the end of the hallway to get to that other door, everything is starting to decay and become old and rusted and just falling apart. It feels like you've come to a real dark conclusion, and if you've played Silent Hill at all before, you know exactly what that conclusion would be. And I think that song represents the perfect conclusion to such a game, because at the moment when you first hear this song, you come to realize that James has murdered his wife, and throughout this whole game, we're thinking of him as the innocent character, and I feel like that game really portrayed the dark, twisted fantasy that Silent Hill 2 is, and it's really fucking amazing. For my third pick, I have Theme of Laura. Now, this song is fucking amazing, and the reason I love it so much is because when you first boot up the game, you're introduced to like this nice cinematic couple bunches of cutscenes that are kind of montaged together to make a nice cinematic piece, and it feels amazing to like be introduced to those characters. It has like a nostalgic feel to it, and the guitar, everything complements each other so well. It's not too much I can really say on said song, but it just feels good. It feels like a warm embrace whenever you boot up the game and you hear that song. Like, sometimes I can't even bring myself to skip it. I just want to hear that guitar riff, and yeah, Akira Yamaoka is fucking amazing, and the fact that he spent a full week to make sure he got this song right, this man really knows his music. For my next song, I have White Noise, and you're probably wondering, why would I put something so iconic so low on the list? I mean, it's amazing. Like I said, every song on this album can be deserving of being called a 10. Well, depending on your opinion, of course. But every song I would consider to be a 10. There couldn't have been a better selection for each individual song. But when you first boot up the game, you go through the first cutscene. James talks about his wife leaving a message for him after she passed away 3 days prior. And then you're wandering through this fog. It feels like you're lumbering through limbo. And the song, the eeriness, the synth, it's perfect. It really feels like it drives you to explore. There's not a lot of songs that give you that suspense that makes you want to figure out what the hell is going on. But White Noise really makes you feel connected with the world you're in, and I think it's fucking amazing. For my fifth pick, I have Promise Reprise. Promise Reprise might be one of the most valued songs to the Silent Hill community. And the reason I would say that is because it's so iconic in every single way. There are people that aren't even Silent Hill fans that know what Promise Reprise is just because of its iconicness. It's one of the most preserved pieces of Silent Hill media, I guess you could say. But the reason I put it on my fifth and not at the very top, it's still amazing, but it had to go on my list in some way, shape, or form. When you first meet Angela and she's slouched over, you already know she's thrown off, but when you walk into that room in the hotel and she's cradled up with a knife and you break in the room to try to prevent her suicidal attempt, I guess. It's a powerful, beautiful message. I mean, the contradictory theme with the nice piano, and then you got this really dark theme, and they're clashing, and it's a very memorable moment. It's unforgettable. And just the sheer fact that that moment will forever be ingrained in my mind, I gotta at least have it on my list. And honestly, with how good that song is, I would probably put it higher, but it's just like I said, the track selection is so goddamn good. It's fucking hard to pick. But with that, that's my top 5. And it might be basic as hell, but I would like to know what you think. Honestly, out of all 5, I could never put anything above Heaven's Night. Heaven's Night, it would be in its own tier list if I had the opportunity to put it up there. It's so perfect in every way, nigga. Like, it's one of my favorite songs of all time, and it's one of those songs I can listen to any day, all day, on repeat. It's one of those songs where it feels like it gives you fucking superpowers. I know you have one of those songs you listen to where it just naturally enhances your ability. Like if you're in the gym. Ah, shit. It's like a natural pre-workout. I don't know why it took me so long to figure out where I was going with that. But some of these songs in the album are songs I take with me day to day just because they're so amazing. I feel like I couldn't live without them now that I already heard them. Like after the first time I heard them, I was immediately going over to the album trying to figure out when it came out, who made it, who composed it, how long did it take, fucking how was it made? Like for its time, you really forget to realize that technology's really advanced so much and some people still can't compete with it. It's pretty fucking crazy. But if you were to rank your top 5 favorite songs out of the Silent Hill 2 original soundtrack, what place would you put them in? As you can see, Heaven's Night would be my favorite, but I would like to know what's your favorite song out of the 30 song album. And with that, that's the video. Thanks for watching.